everyone, welcome to another episode of featuring girl, Kiratatar, and gay.
I'm happy. I'm very happy.
You're Kaundinya.
I wanted to do this. You can't curb my enthusiasm.
Sorry.
I really wanted to do this.
I was reluctant to watch the film. Kaundinya booked the tickets without asking me. Okay, that's a thing.
That is the sort of friends I have, to bully them into a good time.
But this time I forgive him. I will not be killing him. You will see him for other episodes.
Yeah.
Because I loved the movie Superman. And we got, look at it.
I mean, it was very clear when we had those posters that we really like it.
We really liked it.
We don't even have our fucking logo up there.
No, we don't have a logo, but Superman 1, Superman 2, everyone is here. So yeah, I think we just had a really good time, and that's why we have not been able to stop talking about the film. So that's just why it segued very naturally into the fact that we'll just talk about it on the pod.
Yeah.
And
like we've not talked about this on tea time or something also. Like we are directly talking about it
on the pod.
Today.
We just saw it like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Feel like Instagram is totally listening to us, okay guys? It's totally listening to us because until I saw the film, I kept telling him I don't want any spoilers. I didn't get a single reel about the film. The day we saw the film, I go home, I go to sleep, I wake up the next morning and my feed is filled with David Corenswet. It's filled with the marvelous Mrs. Maisel. And it's filled with all of the other people who are talking about James Gunn and his movies and his cinema. And thank you, James Gunn, and everything. So yeah, it's definitely listening to us, but for once I didn't mind him.
And you know what? The great part is, we like this movie so much, we're not going to call Rachel Brosnahan. We'll just call her Mrs. Maisel.
We'll just call her Mrs. Maisel.
Because that is what she is known for.
And I feel like that's a vibe of hers that just cannot be, that doesn't go away. That mean, funny vibe.
The first time I saw the film, I was like, okay, this is not at all the Mrs. Maisel type performer that I have seen. But then, the second time I saw it, the snappiness, the sassiness and everything, it goes back to that.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't seen Mrs. Maisel. I wouldn't know. It felt natural to have a strong, independent female character to not be super subservient. And given that the marvelous Mrs. Maisel is on similar lines, on reclaiming her identity and building an identity as a comedian, of course we're gonna find parallels. We're gonna find parallels.
And with the conflict in this film, they kept her Jewish.
Oh, she was?
In a way, I guess.
Okay.
If you really deeply go into it, like you can't see Rachel Brosnahan and think, oh my God, God-fearing Christian. That is not happening.
That's not the vibe
we were getting. So that's what, they don't incline anybody to anything in particular in this film, if you think about it. So Superman, bucktooth Southern family, Christian. But then, since the starting of this film, they call him illegal alien.
But that's what they're alluding to him coming from Krypton, and that his origins are not clear. And the heavyweight backstory, which is the fact that his planet was in trouble. So he was sort of shot off as a baby, being like, go and seek something. Which is, this chat is totally spoiler filled.
Yeah. Never go watch it in IMAX and then come back for us.
And don't watch the podcast. Watch the film. The film is important.
Like this is like the extreme opposite of what Materialist episode that we've done.
God, yeah. There we were like
don't watch it. Just watch the podcast.
Just watch the pod and just enjoy.
Yeah.
But here it's like if 2 hours is all you have to spare, don't watch the podcast. Please watch the movie instead. But he did I don't really know what I would want to start with. First of all, I haven't seen any depictions of Superman because I think I'm too young for the Christopher Reeve one. Okay, although I have seen clips of it.
Yeah.
And since Christopher Reeve was the first Superman, that story was very, very new to people. Like there might actually be people who look at Clark Kent and be like,
I have to cut in. Christopher Reeve was not the first Hollywood depiction of Superman.
Okay, he was.
But that was the mainstream one. Uske pehle it was barely someone like wearing a cape and running around or something like that.
Acha.
So Christopher Reeve Superman is like what got Superman the stardom that Superman
had. The Hollywood centricity that it did mainstream. So that I've seen clips where he has come to Lois's house as Clark Kent and everything. And how he's sort of like a hunched shouldered figure when he's Clark Kent, but when he's Superman he stands tall and proud with that American pride.
Yeah.
That's what the figure is supposed to depict.
Because
that.
the tagline used to be the American way under the Superman
Oh,
films.
really?
Yeah, and they actively did not put the American way underneath
It does
this.
also feel like a good American hero. I mean,
Yeah.
it is to protect America's interests or, something to that effect. But now the storyline of Superman being an immigrant from planet Krypton has become important because of the times. I don't think that they're focusing on it because the script just wanted to focus on it. It's because they're trying to make a point now. So that's why they were focusing
And
on
also
it.
giving a strong line for Lex to hate Superman was a really great artistic and creative choice.
That though, I feel like, with life imitating art, that plot was done for them. I like when I was watching the movie, I was like, so this is how James Gunn wrote the script. Wake up every morning, open a news portal, open Instagram, open Saint Hook, something. Read the news for half an hour and write the script. In 10 days, bound script is ready for you.
Like there was no research necessary
No
for
research
this project, I feel.
None whatsoever. Open news, scratch, pull your hair out, drink a shot of whiskey, and put down your points. In 10 days, you'll have a script.
The way Warner Brothers was giving J.K. Rowling all the money to ban trans rights in the UK, and here they are trying, like, I think Warner Brothers has become like the extreme, like they have become the ultimate bystander. I feel like they are like Antichrist and Jesus at the same time.
But you know what is not surprising to me is that production houses are famous for this. It looks like they are taking a stand. They're never taking a stand. Their stand, if there is one, is how do we make money? Whatever's popular, whatever has been coming out in market research saying that people will go watch, people will spend money. They're just gonna make that. It's not like they're concerned about anybody's rights or something. Like the only production house I can think of which was ever concerned about what we're putting out there, what's the message, is NBC when they decided to wrap up Brooklyn Nine-Nine simply after the George Floyd incident, and they were like, we're not gonna keep making a show which says cops are amazing when they're not.
Yeah.
Like that weighed on them.
Yeah.
And
NBC is not even a production house. NBC is a network.
It's a network. Okay.
If NBC can do that, multiple studios have to do this. We are going to talk about this at length at a point.
At a point. But
at a point.
No, but like studio ethos itself, I think, is a very complicated topic because you're talking about a huge bunch of people, all of whom are relying on populist movies to make money so that you can bankroll other riskier projects, indie films and short films and new actors and new concepts. But right now, it's such a tumultuous time that if you're not going to give, I think Superman also, they made it the way they did because if you were not going to be able to give hope to the people, don't expect this movie to be successful. Thunderbolts did not break even, and it's a great film.
It's an amazing. That is one of the
That's
films,
one of the
after
best.
Endgame and all, Thunderbolts is the movie which really made people feel in the theater after so long. Multiverse of Madness was a great film. Shang-Chi was a great film. All these films were great individually, but the
Thunderbolts is
the
amazing.
team up, the positivity that we are all there for each other as a community, that came out with Thunderbolts, and they could still not break even because
They
they
did
put
not
so much
break
money
even
in that.
because they put in 400 million, and I think they've made like 380 or 390.
I think where Thunderbolts failed is where Superman won.
Which is crazy because I objectively think Thunderbolts is a better film.
Yeah.
But Superman is a more hopeful film, and it is crazily promoted movie. We could not stop. I couldn't stop looking at the PR, the chemistry between the three leads. If you can think about it, Superman, Lex Luthor, and Lois Lane. The chemistry is insane. The actors are serving so much cunt.
Yeah.
They are so. I was obsessed with Nicholas Holt's beach blonde hair.
Yeah.
I've never seen.
And the way in that Are You Lying While I Interview?
The
lie detector interview. David Cosmo with this heavily hunched American was like, you like that, don't you? And Nicholas Holt was like,
yeah, he's like, do you like your hair now? He's like,
he's actually excited for it.
Oh God.
Also, when I said Thunderbolts, like Thunderbolts lost where Superman won, the reason for that being, Superman essentially is a movie. No, not a movie. Superman essentially is a character which gives hope. Like Superman is the only character which is bluntly positive and only will stand for whatever he thinks right.
So actually, true, because when I was younger, I remember people were like, Superman is a very boring superhero. If you want to get into superheroes, which I never got into it as a kid, but they were like, if you want to get into superheroes, you maybe want to start with something like Batman, who's very edgy, very dark, and the backstory is super grim, and his villain is also super crazy. The Joker.
Joker. Oh.
Joker is super crazy. You might want to get into Batman, and then of course after the Avengers and everything started, Iron Man was a huge thing. Also, like I work in corporate India, so Iron Man has been used a lot of times to show that humans and machines have to work together. Like that's why everyone has peddled Iron Man to us.
Yeah.
So I was well versed with all of these guys, but Superman. So
And then the other comparison we have is Man of Steel, where Man of Steel may essentially, I saw Man of Steel. So in the end credit is, कौन है J-Lo का ex-pati, whoever it is.
A-Rod? No.
No. J-Lo, not Beyonce.
A-Rod is J-Lo's ex-husband.
No, recent husband who played Batman.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah. So Man of Steel ends with Ben Affleck protecting the child. Like the Batman protecting the child out of drag, like out of Batman gear, like protecting a child, and then you see Henry Cavill Superman just flying through the sky. So Man of Steel, they established that he's powerful. He treats himself more like they gave the God narrative more than the blind trusting Superman, the buck-toothed southern nice person.
The naivete of Superman was not exactly.
Naivete was not there, and he was not just nice. That is a black Superman versus Batman was a hit thing in the DCEU, and that is where DCEU also failed, I guess. Like you can't take an extremely loving character. So they went with the narrative of God for Henry Cavill Superman, that he is a god. That's why the famous clip of Gal Gadot saying, "No, Kal-El, no," like without any
expression.
Yeah, many people in Justice League call him Kal-El. They don't call him Clark or Superman, because that version of Superman is essentially, for lack of better term these days, a mutant, an alien. Like they did not go with the alien or mutant part. They went with the god part.
Okay.
Like Kal-El is a god. He has godlike strength.
Well, I was not getting that at all from this Superman. This Superman has been shown as, first of all, I think a person who wants lesser attention.
Yeah.
Which I thought was amazing, that he wants lesser attention, that he is, while the cameras and all are there, he's like, can I do my work and then go? Was something that was coming out a lot. But I think they did a good job with the movie, because a lot of people are also drawing comparisons with the fact that The Boys by Eric Kripke, which you can see like on Amazon Prime. He's like, you can say a lot of things about The Boys, but one thing you absolutely cannot criticize The Boys for is the way they've shown how media focuses on superheroes and how ultimately it just becomes a media circus to the point where one will want to become a superhero just because they want to be famous. It's quite literally like being a celebrity. So now if you talk about this movie where canonically Superman just wants to help people and he doesn't want to let a single thing die, not just a person, but like even an animal, he doesn't want them to die. Fame is the furthest thing from his mind. The notoriety of fame is not something that he wants.
It also makes complete that thing, because Man of Steel, he was a god. In this, if you think about it, like the major part of the film, the major callback and the round circle, what is it called? What moment?
Throwback?
No, the
full circle moment.
The full round circle
moment.
They are spheres. Oh, you didn't get this?
They're spheres. They're not circles.
You're circles or something.
Circles?
What?
T-spheres.
Okay.
They're three-dimensional. Circles are flat.
Sorry.
A circle is two-dimensional.
The full circle movement is that he starts with the alien parents, that thing for him to give any peace and relaxation.
And it ends with
his earth parents, like Ma and Pa Kent, montage. And that is important. Why? Because in all the other Supermans, the purpose to Superman is given by his father, Jor-El. Jor-El gives him purpose. Even in Man of Steel, it is very important. And they also did not show it as a fortress of solitude. They showed it like the ship that they came in or something like that in Man of Steel. Like they were trying to go, around that time Man of Steel came in 2013. This is a very important difference, like for everybody who's complaining why Man of Steel, not this Superman, etc., etc. In 2013, they were focusing mainly on going against the comic books. That's why even Iron Man and all the other things, there was, and X-Men also, the entire X-Men universe, if you think and look. The fact that bright colors, bright gear.
Oh, yeah. In fact,
it's like super comic accurate was mocked, kind of. They're like, it's so mocky. But then I think we came to a full circle movement, just like Superman. That we came to a moment where we can embrace the comic whimsy, because times have gotten darker.
Yeah.
2013, what problems were there?
Yeah, no, nothing.
Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
2013, what problems go on?
Yeah, no, nothing. 2012, 13, I
Other
don't
than the
think.
terrorist witch hunt which was happening here and there every 5 years, I don't think nothing major, this
No,
catastrophic was not
2000,
happening.
2012, 13, etc. Is during the rise of progressive
Yeah.
time. So you actually are thinking that there are better days coming. So at that time, yes, you can. People were expecting the movies to serve more darkness, more edginess, which is I think around the time also that. No, I mean, of course, this is a while after Heath Ledger Joker already happened. But these projects were still either being made or getting conceptualized. Suicide Squad with Jared Leto doing Joker, and then after that came Joaquin Phoenix, and after that came all of these darker depictions. But today, I think darkness would, just to put it very mildly, it would not do well at the
It will
box
not do
office.
well anymore because we're too oversaturated with dark superhero
Because
movies
life
now.
is dark now. It's not about dark superhero movies. It's
Yeah,
about
life
life
itself
feels
is dark.
dark.
We
It
need
feels
this
hopeless.
comic whimsy.
First of all, these are very bad times. If you look at a villain in a movie, Lex Luthor, and you're like, it's Elon Musk, right? And you're like, no, it's Jeff Bezos. And I'm like, no, bro. And you're arguing about the fact that this is a real life person. Which real life person it is the confusion, because there are 5 dudes who look just like that.
Yeah.
You look at a shitty politician, and I'm like, Trump. And I'm like, no, Boris Johnson. I'm like, it's like Netanyahu. Like, there are names. There are names. There are people who look like that, who talk like that. People are saying news clips that have been staged for the movie. Who you can uthao it from a Fox News.
Fox News.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were kidding. They were not kidding anybody.
They were not.
Hiring a very famous comedian to play a Fox News. What is it called?
Who played?
So I did not know the name particularly, but apparently he's also famous. I thought he was just randomly some person.
Okay.
The person who played the reporter for that Lex Luthor wala news, he's very important.
That guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he was sort of cosplaying a Stephen Colbert or someone.
Yeah. The way the second they called Superman an alien, everybody was looking towards Lex to be the human. For a normal person segue into the perspective, they wanted Lex to be the human. And Lex was the human. Like he was that is the great part about this thing, no? It was always black and white before. As to, let's say there's a Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor is an established billionaire. That's all. But here, when you're an established billionaire, you have respect in the government. You have some power. You go forward and manipulate people. All of those things. Like, while telling that this is the most whimsical Superman movie ever made, and many people saying that this is the best Superman movie ever came. Henry Cavill fans, don't kill me. And while they were saying all of that, this is the most realist Superman movie that has ever come.
See, I don't know about the realness in terms of narrative, because the narrative is completely real, barring the ending. This is a spoiler-filled review, again, conversation. The ending is so hopeful that even an optimist like me, I'm like, this isn't really happening in the world, guys. But we're not getting this ending. We're not getting this ending. The billionaire who's fear-mongering and misinforming people doesn't in fact go to jail. The people who are about to be captured don't get rescued. Superman and his team don't show up. That these are not things that are happening. So that did end up making me feel a little sad.
It's also important. Like jail. If he was just sent to any jail, it would have been different. He was sent to Bella Reeve. Bella Reeve is the same thing. Suicide Squad, you've mentioned. The prison in Suicide Squad where they hold the mutants and all of that under Viola Davis's character.
I was not aware.
Yeah. They are sending him to Bella Reeve. That means he is going to come back. He is going to pay his money, join the other idiot villain mutants and form the opposite of whatever the Justice Gang is. Like that is the narrative they are going forward with. Yeah, it is made, so I mean, that is the narrative of the Superman movie, right? You're supposed to walk out of the theater with a little bit hope. You're supposed to walk out of the theater with genuinely just seeing a white guy, although illegal alien. Like he being open, being frustrated because he just wants to do well and good.
So that's what I'm saying. While you're saying that this movie is one of the more realistic Superman depictions that has been made, all of the parts of the movie, and it feels so cynical to talk about the world like that, but the fact that the journalists were actually the good guys, that they wanted the truth to come out, that nobody was on, say, Lex Luthor's payroll trying to bury the news, was the truly science fiction part for me, because Lois is a good journalist. Who's that guy? Jimmy, yeah. He's a good journalist. The boss is not sold out. They want the truth to come out. They are working on an article while escaping from the,
They're using Mr. Terrific's
pod.
Vehicle. Yeah, pod.
Yeah, circle. The
Sphere, not a circle.
his spheres, while they're using that, they're writing an article to publish how Lex Luthor is in cahoots with that politician,
Yeah.
and it's for land that he's
And
doing
we
it.
need to take a second and talk about the icon. She is a legend.
She's
She
a
is an
legend.
icon.
She is the moment.
Although we don't have a poster of hers.
She's
now, come
in our
on now.
hearts.
Yeah, she's there in our hearts.
And that is the influencer girlfriend.
That's the influencer girl. She is not influencing anything.
Yeah, what does she do? Why does she click so many pictures?
I think they established that she is a little bit of an influencer when she recorded Superman. Like, where is that dog? Like, when
and
that
she started
happened.
posting it.
Yeah, she started posting it. But man, oh man,
What's
that
her
lady,
name?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Yeah, the guy just saves it as mutant toes.
Eva. Yeah, like Eve.
Eve. Yeah,
Eve.
Eve is what her name
Yeah.
is. Fuck, bro. Eve is an icon. Eve is what truly saved America.
Not
Not
true.
Superman. Eve saved America.
Eve saved America. Eve had all the evidence.
Yeah, Eve and Louis Lane saved America.
Eve is a documenter.
Yeah.
Eve is a documentary filmmaker.
Eve is an undercover BBC reporter. First time BBC has reported good news.
Good news.
And the way she's like, how that also speaks. Eve's character speaks to how arrogant Lex Luthor is, and via how arrogant generally rich
And us,
billionaires who try to snatch power are.
Yeah.
He's blatantly trying to conquer a different country, execute that, and make it into Luthoria. And this bitch is just falling on the documents, on the map, and she's taking selfies everywhere.
And he hasn't bothered to hide any of it, is because he has such a low opinion of her intelligence,
Yeah.
such a low opinion of her impact, which again, not to bring the real world into it again, but you've got billionaires who are apparently, someone's dating an influencer, someone's having a child with one of those influencers and all, and they think these women can't do anything to them. They're like, if I have, if you're carrying my child and now you are suing me and you're telling me that I have done the wrong thing by you, that I'm not taking responsibility, I don't care, because I don't think a woman like you can actually affect me in any way. I'm literally just using you.
Is it giving a little bit Monica Lewinsky?
No, bro, Musk, the whole Elon Musk wants to have several children,
Yeah.
right? So one of the people
secret harem, the harem was a reference to so many people.
Who?
Like when the dude that thing comes, the Netanyahu Trump crossbreed guy was like, I think Superman has a harem filled with all this and all he was saying. So the implication of harem, the way they implied Superman had a harem of wives and women that he's capturing to create and populate Earth. And immediately the next thing is like 3 chicks are just saying how beautiful you are to this obvious Snow White looking man. And it like, he looks like a dandelion is what he looks like.
What dandelion?
The guy looks like a dandelion.
Oh,
like
the
neuron. One. And 2, why is so clueless? And he talks about how Superman has a harem and all in the press meet. And then the second he turns and goes, and then he goes to meet Luthor.
Yeah.
The gap made the girls are like, oh my god, you're so pretty. And they're doing this to his hair.
Yeah.
So the fact that they implied a harem to him and
Yeah, that's the classic misdirection. You're projecting on a good guy that he is doing things that you're actually doing.
and it is extremely shady for them to immediately put it like that. Yeah, the fact that Elon, like, it was obviously, right, it was very clear. They were fooling nobody while saying Lex Luthor is Elon Musk.
I think the idea was to make it as obvious as possible rather than not. No, which also, if there is criticism about the film, because the criticism about narrative is not going to hold. Because the filmmaking style is particularly good. It's music design is particularly good. Performance is really good. Action set pieces are really good. VFX is really good.
We've not seen, in Man of Steel also, we've seen the sequences where Henry Cavill is burning people and roaming around, whatever it is. But this comic accurate whimsy, like, it felt like I was watching a Rajamouli film, like, maar usko, kick him in the face. Like, the second he started burning all those raptors.
It doesn't seem very AI generated.
It
like,
doesn't
the
seem,
CG seems CG, like it seems VFX. Which was really good.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of like these movies and graphics and all where the buildings look AI generated. It really pulls you out of the experience. The IMAX was amazing.
Yeah.
The 3D was doing full justice. It was really, really good.
Nathan Fillion.
Oh my god, I love Nathan Fillion.
playing guy.
First of all,
is-
Nathan Fillion only plays Nathan Fillion.
Fillion.
Okay?
Yeah.
Be it Castle, be it the Rookie, be it
Anything,
a guy.
really.
Nathan Fillion is just Nathan Fillion, and I kind of now understand why, because he's amazing.
Yeah, and he's best friends with the director.
So no wonder he comes off looking great.
He comes off looking great.
He goes to save Jaranpur.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
And the Indian censor board doing the utmost disservice. Like there is a part where like there is a tanker and obviously he can create things.
Huh.
So ground में से a middle finger comes up and breaks that tank. They cut that in the film.
What?
Yeah.
We didn't get to see that. I didn't know it was there.
Like, it was only there for 1 second, although it was like a 5 to 6 second shot.
Oh.
The censor board made a pointed effort to cut that out. What? Middle finger nobody has seen or what? Multiple logos in India are middle fingers. Censor board is not censoring that.
No, I think coming specifically to how Censor Board has behaved in terms of this movie, it feels like petty vendetta, and it almost feels like virtue signaling. Oh, you people with your dirty movies. Girls are wearing next to nothing in our item songs.
Yeah.
Please. They're being made to do that by producers who want to make a quick buck no matter what. Producers who know picture जितनी ज़्यादा flop है उतना ज़्यादा item number है और उसमें उतने कम कपड़े हैं.
And also the fact that these people, the kachara reason that they give to Indian public is like, hey, bacha, it's a children's film. 13 under can watch this film.
13 under can't
How
watch.
can they have a kiss and all? Well, how did we grow up with?
And
At 9, I know what true love's kiss was. You think
also,
kids these days with internet and everything are not fast enough?
No, also there was a kids film of Saif Ali Khan and Rani Mukherjee called Thoda Sa Pyar, Thoda Sa Magic. That has a song by Amisha Patel where she's lounging in a pool called Lazy Lamme, which was so... Listen, okay, no shade. Amisha looks unbelievable, and what a song! It's an amazing song, but that has no place in a kids movie. It barely has place in an adult's movie.
Yeah.
Like it could be a music video.
Yeah.
Let it just be a music video. It's also not doing anything to the narrative. What are you trying to tell?
What was Bahubali?
Oh God, with those three
What
girls.
was Pachabotte Sinha song?
So no, it is 100% not. We don't respect
Yeah.
our films. Don't respect women. Our films do use women as sex objects. Showing a consenting kiss between two consenting adults who are quite into each other. And you know what? Like Superman has one of those iconic superhero kisses, right? Like how Spider-Man has the upside down kiss. Superman has the spinning in the air kiss. So it's also a character motif. You can't just cut things nilly. You talk to James Gunn. Like don't do this.
How can you just... I think it is just giving literal pettiness.
It's giving petty. It
just
gave petty and it's giving... I want my money back because I
am
paid
one of the
money and I'm 30.
I am one of the people who saw it on the first day. Nothing was cut.
Oh shit!
And by the way, they were not successful in cutting anything successfully also, by the way. We still saw them fly into the air and kiss each other. They cut 1 second where their lips touched, maybe. And then...
I feel like they may have cut like that deliberately just to be like, y'all should know the
you
scene
should know
was
that
there.
we have a hold on you.
Something like that.
And starting, me remember when Clark and Lois are there in the apartment and then they are... Like,
There's a kiss there.
There's a kiss there. That was a very blatant, petty, angry
cut. Anti-intimacy cut.
Anti-intimacy cut. They're not doing anything.
They're not doing anything.
This is the one movie where Lois actually has a lot more plot and importance than any other film. The Amy Adams one has a lot more importance. The Christopher Reeve, whoever, God rest in peace, whoever the lady played, she was also very beautiful, charming, all of that. But I feel like
this Lois Lane had a lot of impact.
Yeah.
She drove the plot in a lot of very interesting ways, and it did feel like there is the force of good in the movie.
Yeah.
If you look at it, the force of good is represented by Superman, is represented by Krypto, is represented by Lois Lane, and is represented by the what's that group called, dude?
Justice Gang.
Justice Gang. Is represented by...
They still did not land on that
They
name.
did not land on that name. It's
But
not...
the fact that like it was not Guy Gardner. It was not Guy Gardner.
Guy Gardner.
It was definitely Nathan Fillion who was like, okay, we'll hire you. Hiring the Element Man just so that it
Just
stays
because his
Justice
name-
Gang.
That's a Nathan Fillion
It's
move.
such a Nathan Fillion move to
No,
do.
I did not. I didn't go into this movie even knowing that he's
No,
there.
yeah.
And I was like, okay, we're gonna get to see a new Superman. I should probably watch movies that were released this year instead of watching Friends again,
Yeah.
which aired in '94. Okay, I was trying to stop living in my time machine and live in the present day. And what does the movie give me? It gives me Nathan Fillion, and I'm like, Castle.
Yeah. And at the same time, Netflix mein Rookie has come in India. Like, I mean, all these people are in.
Yeah,
cahoots.
I'm having a great Nathan Fillion moment right now.
Yeah.
Like, he is all over.
He's all over and he's great.
And he's great.
My introduction to Nathan Fillion for the first time ever was Santa Clarita Diet, where he plays a rotting head for 4 seasons straight. He's just a rotting head.
Oh my god, he's so interesting.
He's amazing, and he has a couple of funniest lines. A show with Drew Barrymore, and I don't know who the other guy is, but he's extremely famous and hot.
Okay.
Like, he also got a good placement. There's a mention in Maya Rudolph's character.
You're just, I don't know. I haven't seen
You guys should know.
Okay.
You should watch Good Place. Go watch it. Go watch it right now after the episode is done.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So the fact that they had these many people who are good at what they do, who love what they are doing. And yeah, this is very important. Although we keep saying everybody is good, everybody is nice in this film, what we understand is it doesn't come like, oh my god, Superman has learned to be a nice person. Lois has learned to be a nice person. These are nice people, humanitarians, Samaritans, blah, blah, blah. None of that. These people are like, are you not seeing the
Yeah,
blatant
they
stupidity?
are literally like, common sense nahi hai?
Common sense.
Do you kill people or something?
Yeah.
They're like, just do basics. And Superman is like, you're grilling me with questions. There is the whole part where she is like, I'm going to interview you, and she wants to record him. I want to interview Superman, she says. So even though it's Clark Kent in front of her in the Clark Kent clothes, he is talking to her on recording as Superman. And she starts talking about the fact that, did you have permission to go help them?
Did you talk to any US
their
official?
leader? Did you talk to a US official? Did you talk to the president of that country before you want to protect those people? And his brain is like blowing up.
And also, okay, I need to cut into this to sell this, because remember when Ultraman arrests Superman, like he also asks, is this necessary? I came by myself and surrendered. And they
they're still putting him on the ground.
And he's like, nobody read my rights. He grew up in America. With that logic, he is an American citizen. And they're like, nobody read his rights. And the guy from the government is like, yeah, you don't have any rights. You're not an American citizen.
That scene could have been shot yesterday evening.
You think they did not shoot it yesterday evening? This is definitely because of the whatever the thing is happening in America.
The thing is happening
right
in
now.
America with ICE and everybody.
With ICE and everything. ICE is a terrorist organization. I'm not saying it. Every single human being in LA is saying this right now. California, the state of California.
So, it is. Honestly, I think if somebody is telling me that this movie was conceptualized 2 years back or whatever, then somebody has to check if James Gunn and his team of scriptwriters has a crystal ball or something.
Or maybe they were in The Simpsons.
They are a part of the crew for The Simpsons, because the accuracy with which they have depicted the devolving situation globally and the conflict between Boravia and Jaranpur. Okay, all right.
Obviously,
okay.
Jaranpur.
Yeah, free Jaranpur then, I guess, and screw Boravia. But the conflict, how the conflict is going, and the parallel domestic conflict of America itself, and the fact that Superman is actually torn between, do I save some people in the country or do I go to the border there and protect those people? Actually almost really feels like how any person who's good and has some kind of power might feel in today's world, where they're like, there's so many issues, there's so many conflicts. If I can help one, but I can't help them all.
If almost an almighty god-like strength, powerful character is like, you have to pick between your battles.
Yeah, you gotta pick your battle. You win some, you lose some.
If an almighty god sought person for humans has to do this,
then what's an ordinary mortal going to do?
Like, what is an ordinary mortal supposed to do? We've been posting about the running genocides of the world for a while. I can't even say only one, because there are 2-3.
There are 2 or 3 going on in the world, like right now, and people haven't been able to move the needle in helping anybody who's being oppressed right now. And when you hear about world sanctions and where the money is going, and the money is going to continue conflicts, while people are suffering in poverty, penury, disease-ridden, homeless. I mean,
mean-
can't. So yeah, I guess a stupidly hopeful movie where the billionaire gets arrested at the
Yeah.
end and we all shouted. It's good.
Yeah, you know what the science fiction was? Not finding the pocket universe. The science fiction in
Was
this
that Lex
was
Luthor
there is
gets
a-
arrested.
Yeah. The fact that the billionaire gets arrested, the fact that all of his scams come forward, the fact that there is a news organization, goddess, was actually working to
Mata.
put his life out.
Yeah.
And
The fact that those people get saved.
and the fact that America mein cancel culture victim has reversed and had a full circle movement. Like all of these are science fiction.
I mean, with the way that they were disparaging Superman would be in the next season of Big Boss, being like, "मैंने कुछ नहीं किया."
मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. And the fact that it's also nice that they did not take people stupid. Like they showed Lex Luthor to be a snake who was extremely intelligent in plotting against Superman.
But again, the extreme intelligence is just what we are seeing these days. Media control, just
No,
show
I'm
up on a
saying-
bunch of places.
Yeah, in the movie's perspective itself, it is not as black and white. It is not as easy. He's one of the brightest minds in that universe if you think about it. Lex.
So called, yeah, okay.
Yeah, he has come up with a pocket universe. Reckless science, Mr. Terrific particularly says that this sort of reckless science is what going to tear a hole in the universe, and it did in 2 minutes. But the major reason that I also brought this topic up is Superman gets his ass kicked every 15 minutes in the movie.
Yeah.
And what makes him American is he's going to rise up. And like this is a PSA, something. This is like a declaration that we here from India would probably like to give if you guys are watching it from there. That I mean, if Superman is getting their ass kicked, even you can like defeat your Lex Luthors.
I think they're trying.
They're
I
trying.
think with the way some of their elections are playing out, the way the New York mayoral primaries played out and everything, that also made me feel like this is a period, there's a mini wave of hope going on for America, because Zohran Mamdani won the Democratic primary. Bernie Sanders has been in news a lot because he's supporting Zohran Mamdani even though the others aren't.
AOC and Bernie teaming up.
AOC and Bernie teaming up. They've always been very close aides, but now very politically, very obviously teaming up. And now you have the movie, a movie that really sort of, it's like, that this movie is making a lot of conservatives feel very alienated because they're like, you're taking Superman from us.
Yeah.
We're supposed to talk about the way America
That's
is.
what Fox News has been raving about for past couple of weeks now.
Yeah.
It is also stupid because what happened was Fox and all the MAGA media was like, oh my god, Superman, a white Superman, we'll do it the American way. Then they went and saw the film.
Went and saw the film.
And then that built a 360.
And they're like, yeah, I know we said we love you, but we don't.
We don't.
We don't.
Calling Superman alien. Like imagine, like they were treating like they cast a black person to be Superman.
I mean, it just makes me realize that how much impact one can create when a studio with money, power, and storytelling ability decides to decides to stand on the right side of history and gets people talking like this. Like, we don't even belong to the country. It's just, this is the kind of, I like to call it like the geopolitical Instagram, you know, that makes it seems like these issues are also affecting us in a way, because the lack, when progressive ideologies are getting criticized in one place, they naturally start getting criticized even in a country like us. So that is where the connection is. So again, looking at the fact that America is now once again seeing a little resurgence of hope, that no, let us be progressive, let's not cheer when the poor and downtrodden are dying. That could also have a nice ripple effect for us.
See, the greatest part about this Superman is, compared to other Supermans, it gave us the little
Supermen.
It's not a creed of people that I'll call them Supermen.
Okay.
Like compared to the older versions, the Christopher Reeve one is the only one which interacts with kids a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah, like they get the whimsy back. Like Man of Steel is like so dingy and dark. To a level in a post-credit scene, they were like, a child was almost dead and Batman had to save that child because Superman was being a little bit reckless.
Oh, but this Superman is not like that. Like, he saves squirrels, he saves dogs. He gets angry only one time. That's when Krypto is missing. He weeps when the only one guy dies.
Yeah,
I think there is
Mali.
Canonically, there's only one human death in the movie, and that is Mali's death. And for that, he weeps on the floor.
He weeps while he's dying of
While he's dying of Kryptonian poisoning.
Yeah.
He weeps. And that's an energy that I mean, even I was like, boss, like maybe focus on the main plot here. But I was like, this is the main plot for him.
That is why it is important. No, he
Nobody
grew up on a farm. Like he's like, there's a point where did you get Krypto? Mr. Terrific asks, and he's like, I didn't want him to kill my parents' cows. Like you are understanding, this guy grew up caring about his cows, his poultry, and everything. And I guess Superman growing up in a very core, like deep, like very far from the city southern area with a farmer's family is very important, that he grew up with the Kent.
To establish
That is what created his character, and that was the opposite direction they took from Man of Steel, I guess.
Yeah, I think to establish the way the do-gooder nature of Superman, which is you have to do good no matter what, because it's like the easiest answer to arrive on, that you have to be good to people, and especially if you have power, so people start looking towards you for help. There's no universe of denying them help. There's no universe of denying that and hoarding power instead, which is what I think he cannot compute about the actions of Lex Luthor, where he is like, if I can want to be human and try to be human despite the fact that I come from a different planet, you have to remember that your humanity will override all of these instincts of yours, where you're sitting in some tower and having a team of 30 people just punch the living hell out of everyone.
It was, I mean, now I understand the PR interview why they tried to put a little bit tension between David Corenswet and Nicholas Hoult, because it also was giving it like that, right? Unless you are obsessed with this person.
Okay, but that's how all the enemies, all the antagonists, protagonists look. They look like, I hate you so much because I secretly love you a little.
This is the first time I guess a Lex character is this pakadbandi. Like 3 years he's done research. He's like 30A, 30B. It was giving 7. Like at a point, it was giving that. And that was extremely great. I'm like, you put so much work into this character. Although on the surface, it's going to give for a red-blooded MAGA American, be, hey, this liberal bullshit. Like, again, it is corely America. It is corely America to be that smart. It is corely America to use it for that amount of evil. Like, and to completely manipulate people. All of this is America. So that is why I said it was extremely real.
No, I think it's all. No, it is extremely real. Also because I think movies, not Superman movies, but just movies in general where you have antagonists. I'm remembering a lot of things right now. Like we saw Pathaan 2-3 years back, and John Abraham's Jim. He had this whole backstory about like his wife who's pregnant gets kidnapped and killed in front of him, and the raw intelligence, India Ka, doesn't do anything for him, which is what makes him go rogue. They've always given villains some kind of backstory to sort of understand. But I think as the world is evolving and things are becoming more clear, I think anyone who's in the arts would be like a writer, director. He is like, there's no backstory. He wants money. Yeah. There's no backstory. He wants money. Like politician wants money. Billionaire wants money. Garib admi wants a little bit of money, but it's money. And it's starting to seem simplistic, but it's actually, this is how simplistically devious some people are. Motivation is, I want more money. If I kill all these people, I will get their land. That land will give me money. I'm like, what about the people you killed? They're not thinking.
It was the biggest eureka moment that Louis and Jimmy came up with. It's like, he 800 billions worth or something, and he only played 1.5 or something.
Yeah, very little.
The country, Bolivia, has only played this much. Why? Because you need to understand, they went to levels to give Lex Luthor's character the blatant narcissism that a couple of real life villains we've been seeing in past couple of years.
Yeah.
Like that level of narcissism.
And the kind of a smarmy alignment with the government just to get your own way, you know, where it is like, maybe me as a rich private individual can't do anything to this enemy of the state, but if I align with the government, I can, which is giving dodge.
And it's giving dodge.
Yeah.
And it's also giving, see, I don't think Elon Musk is ever this level of smart. Like Elon can never be a Lex Luthor.
If he was smart, he would know that this is not helping people like him.
Yeah. What was he going to open? Muscaria somewhere?
Muskistan.
That is why you would have given Muskistan. Oh God.
They should have just gone there, I think.
Yeah, they should have just gone there.
Yeah.
And the fact that it was very important for them to call it Jaharanpur.
Yeah.
Like something very neutral, desi name. Like,
the names look like they were like a bunch of alphabets tossed together and they just came up with something. Boravia and Jaharanpur is giving nothing. But you know what, honestly, I feel like this
But again, people of Jaharanpur coming out with initiatives to save their country, I think that was amazing.
Yeah.
I think that is what we wanted to see in a couple of these genocide situations.
It's not possible. That's why again and again, I am like, this movie made me very, very happy. And then it just made me sad. Because I was like, we're not getting this outcome. we're not getting the outcome where the good guys win.
Yeah.
Not yet anyway. Hope remains. And damn, this movie helped me have hope.
Yeah.
It was making us miss, like the dog Krypto was making us miss like Sherry, like our cat, so much, because this manic behavior where a plot is happening and your pet is eating biscuits in a store instead of coming and helping you.
Not biscuits, toys. like I think one of the B plots of the film is Krypto's obsession with balls. like first, like running around in the farm also, B-rolls if you see, Krypto is running around something round.
Oh, I have not seen that.
Yeah, and then he hunts down Mr. Terrific's bots. And then the way that the brain meets brawn, Lex screams it. That is the segue where his brain is finally taken over by the brawn, and Superman smirks and like, brain beats brawn. And then he whistles for Krypto to come
and
ruin his bots.
Yeah.
And that was like, Krypto has, I feel like James Gunn does this very well in Guardians of the Galaxy, the raccoon's character, and in Peacemaker, Eagly's character, and then this.
I'm really loving the run that we're having where you've got strongly personified animals to drive plot. It was also like this in Jurassic Park with Dolores.
Yeah, with Dolores.
With Dolores, and now with him, and like how you mentioned that James Gunn has a dog.
Yeah.
And then I saw the videos where it's like he has a dog called Ozu. And the whole 3D animation is done on the dog
And
Ozu.
it's not like Ozu was an entire old dog that James Gunn had. No. Ozu was a rescue that James Gunn took after he signed Superman.
Oh, that's so cute.
So
basically
that's why
got
he could
the
put
dog.
like, my dog is being a brat right now. What if Krypto is a brat?
So once again, never beating the I wrote the script in 10 days allegations, where it's like, news dekho, kutte ko khelte hue dekho, script likho.
And I also feel that is what makes you a good filmmaker also, if you think about it.
I mean, if you're this, it's a phenomenal movie.
It should not be like, abhi studio ka approval should not be there for you to write one plot line in the film.
Actually, how did he get studio approval to make a movie that is so obviously
I
activist?
love you for bringing this up. Marvel films have actively been ruined because of extreme involvement of Disney.
Oh.
Bob Iger, who was the
So what is
ex-CEO.
DC just off-roading it at this
After
point?
DCEU, they gave full control to Zack Snyder, and how did that work out?
That went...
The things which were good were great, and the things which were worse was unbearable to watch. Like that one Wonder Woman film. The origin story of Wonder Woman film with Chris Pine and all, amazing.
Oh, that was an amazing film.
Amazing film. And then they ruined it with that Wonder Woman 1984 or something like that. Extreme ruined.
Yeah.
So they went with James Gunn because they did not trust James Gunn with the Superman movie directly, if you realize. They gave him Peacemaker first and the Suicide Squad films.
Okay.
Suicide Squad films were amazing. Viola Davis playing the big bad is really great for people to watch.
Okay.
And coming from that, and even Suicide Squad also multiple. Harley Quinn was supposed to be the pet in that, if you think about it.
Okay.
Harley Quinn, Margot Robbie playing Harley Quinn is the Krypto of Suicide Squad.
Oh,
the unhinged thing that you can't help but love.
Okay.
And then when it comes to Superman, Peacemaker, like, they did not trust, like, they gave so much creative control to James Gunn. They are like, see, we are making you a co-CEO for the DC thing. You do whatever because we trust you. And that's great because Warner Bros. Has multiple things happening right now. They have the House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones universe running. They have this DCU which is rebooting right now. And he is not going to do everything himself, and that's the great.
Oh my God, he's turned this into a DC podcast.
Well, I mean, it is important for you to know, right?
No, I didn't know.
For this movie to be made, there had to be so many things which had to fall in place, and I think that's the dumb optimism we were looking for in the film. And the fact that it was a major thing for the movie to even get made is great.
Because now that we're talking about it, I'm surprised with the messaging being as on the nose as it is. It's more on the nose than this podcast discussion. And he's just like, just take it. Look at them. Look at the villains.
The thing which really astonishes me all the time about this film is like, do you not see how stupid this is?
Yeah.
Is Superman's reaction when Lois asks him. Like, she's asking all the bureaucracy questions.
Yeah, exactly. She is like, क्या तुमने ये form भरा इनको बचाने से पहले? And he is like, मैं form it's giving Munna bhai.
Yeah.
Form भरेंगे तो मर जाएंगे.
Yeah,
that's what it is. That's what it is. He has the dumb optimism of Munna bhai.
Yeah, and the fact that they were like reeking of piss and all, like the digs that Superman only takes. Like Superman and the president of Borevia, whoever his name was, like these two, like they managed to put a Tom and Jerry equation in both. They have like what, 2 scenes?
The Moravian president
and Superman.
I don't even remember actually.
They don't have any physical
They don't
scenes
have
with each other.
physical scenes with each
But
other.
I'm like, is it when you pinned him to a cactus? And then again.
Oh yeah.
And Superman also is like, last time you reeked of piss. Like when he was in that captured chamber.
Oh, okay.
Like they had this Tom and Jerry equation with that also. Like you have to be very smart to make a movie which is going to feel these many emotions to make it feel happy, whimsy, comic. One would think it's a comedy film.
You know why it feels like a comedy? It's because the stress that I think anybody would feel with topics like this, the stress is alleviated by a series of happy endings.
Series of happy endings.
So obviously it's going to feel like a comedy because you're laughing with relief by the end
Yeah,
of it.
like when all is lost movement happens, there's an entire rift opening in the universe, and Krypto is playing with buffaloes.
Yeah.
Superman is sleeping in his father's house. Superman and Pa Kent are like Clark and Pa are like full. Like, we love each other. I am proud of you. That is all that matters. I am telling you, people with daddy issues are weeping in the theater.
People with daddy issues are weeping all the time though.
We don't judge you guys.
No, I think why it came off as this movie is hilarious
Yeah.
or whatever is because some well-placed gags, sure, but its characters itself, I think, are a
Well-placed
little...
gags. Remember that scene where that random interdimensional thing comes in the sky? Like Superman and Lois are having this heartwarming moment where their relationship hangs by the balance and they're trying to be nice with each
And
other.
behind one light show that looks like the extra from Brahmastra.
Yeah.
It's just
roaming around, puking in the sky. And Nathan Fillion is making a huge Tom and Jerry style stick and hitting it.
Every time that Nathan
God.
Fillion was on screen was
Well, off screen. He was barely there for filming whatever that is. A CG sequence of there is a big bat hitting. You felt his presence.
You felt his presence.
And
how do you capture that? How do you capture Nathan Fillion in CG?
And remember when that monster thing was like hitting on the eye? Like
that was too funny.
Stupid. It is like I have to mention this because it is very important because every other iteration of Superman, we are talking about Kal-El. We're talking about Superman. That's all.
Oh, the godly Superman, the larger than life.
The only movie, this is the best Superman movie ever.
Yeah.
I agree with it completely. I've seen other iterations. I've seen the Christopher Reeve one, I've seen the Man of Steel, and I've seen this. The important is we were with Clark through and through.
Yeah.
Superman was...
Didn't alienate us.
Yeah, he didn't alienate us. We saw his parents, we loved his parents, we loved his girlfriend, we loved his friends, just his gang, we loved his dog, we loved his drunk cousin.
Finalized. That name is not finalized.
And we loved 4 of all people.
Yeah.
4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gary.
Gary.
We love Gary.
We love Gary. We love people who name themselves on this podcast. Four is a nice name, and it's like Gary is a nice name too. Like the way they went, the layers of this while talking gore topics and also making sure that you're not alienated.
Yeah.
This brings me joy. I think it is the one time we walked out of the theater with joy.
I was happy, but I was very thoughtful after the Thunderbolts.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, it's amazing. I didn't think after Avengers I was going to enjoy a Marvel movie, and then Thunderbolts happened. But it made me the fairly strong depiction of substance abuse and childhood trauma, and all was a little sobering. It was a little like oh my god, look at the impact on Bob, poor Bob.
Poor Bob.
Yeah, we were weeping for Bob.
I was weeping. See, Thunderbolt sequence was really real for me because people who battle with depression, that was like a mirror.
Oh yeah,
that was a mirror.
Your compartmentalized life in your brain, and trying to remember the last time you felt something, and then the black shadowy figure that sucks the joy out of you and all was too real for us, man.
Instead of someone nice coming out like, hey, don't be depressed. Nahin. Yelena was depressed herself.
No.
She tried to drink herself to death. And her standing up for Bob is helping her.
But that's what happens, Kandinya. Depressed people help other depressed people.
I mean, that is what AA is about, right? Like, you don't suffer alone. You suffer, but someone helps you through your suffering. And that helps them.
What? Who?
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Alcohol. AA. I heard AI, and I was like, AI.
No, not AI.
I was like, AI wants
AI
to destroy everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AA is really nice. But if you think about that is what was giving with Thunderbolts, right? You are depressed. But another depressed person who knows it only can pull you out. That is why apparently there was huge cut of other people also having these sequences. It's not just Florence and Bob's characters.
Oh. I was not aware.
Yeah, but
of.
for the movie they changed it.
They
That is
changed it.
that is where again studio comes in. Imagine if we got those montages for all the characters.
No, but it's gonna lengthen the movie. It's gonna dilute the impact. Editing is required. Editing is required to strengthen narratives.
Yeah.
It's just that this movie ended up feeling. This movie coming back to Superman ended up feeling really topical, really pertinent, really timely.
Yeah.
Given the times, and just enough fantasy to be like, don't think anything is going to wrong. Everything will go right.
Yeah,
Everything will go right.
It is a movie where you go, you're like, okay, I'm here to not take things seriously. That's what the visual representation of the movie is giving.
Yeah.
And then the topic itself is so heavy that you have to take it extremely seriously.
But the way it's done is that it's telling that while the matter is serious, you've got Superman defending you. So you just hang back and let Superman handle it. And he does.
He does.
He actually does. And a lot of people, Daily Planet, Lois Lane, the Justice Gang, whatever, everyone helps, which makes you feel like we're not alone in this, which is a sentiment that I feel like human population has really been wanting to feel for the last, say, 2-3 years
2-3
even.
years.
And what we're getting in response for that is, have you put this in Chat GPT?
Yeah.
You know? Have you considered, becoming an influencer so that you become better than others? Have you considered getting rhinoplasty? This is what we're getting. Instead of getting an actual solution, which is hope and you're fine the way you are, which is what the movie gave. And
it was extremely important also for them to make the differentiation. Like at every scene with Superman, he becomes a little bit closer to our hearts. He becomes a little bit more human, and he gets a little bit more purpose. Because this I'm telling you with my own experience. Because being bad, like it's never that black and white, right? It's always gray. So being bad is not an active choice you have to make every second. Because
or
sometimes
you could just happen to be doing a bunch of bad things.
yeah, you can just do whatever, they'll end up good or bad, whatever it is. But for you to have to make right choices and be good, it's a choice every single time you have to make.
Every time.
And you see Superman making a choice to be good, making a choice to not be silenced, and making a choice to, okay, what if the world thinks that I'm a terrorist who's here to rule over you? I know that I'm not that. He has an identity crisis, and who grounds him? His father.
His human father.
His human
Earth
father. Yeah, like his earth father grounds him. And his mother is like, I'll go get the boots. She's like, I sewed them back on. So everybody, a lot of people are like, why is the suit like this? Why does it look like this? Why is it blue in color? What are these color palettes? Everybody is so used to Man of Steel, right? And
This is happening because of Man of Steel, because I saw that very dark blue, very CG suit.
Yeah.
No,
it was like, although Henry Cavill put his entire life on it and made the muscles.
And it was really good.
The suit itself, it was all metal underneath.
It was metal. That's what I'm saying. It looks CG. It looks a little,
Yeah. It was enhanced to look.
generated.
And they like even in the Henry Cavill Superman thing, they really tried hard to put a shuddy in, but that did not work there. And here it is important because he doesn't want you to take him seriously. He wants kids to come near him. He wants to get that love from people. Like, essentially, if you break down and psychoanalyze this character, he's a person who grew up being happy, grew up with community, and he's like,
that's
I
just what he
that.
wants.
I want nothing else. I just want to help people. That is where his helpless screaming also comes with Lois's interview. He's like, I am just trying to do the right thing. Why are you trying to make it sound like I have an agenda?
No, and I think just to wrap it up, I think that's what happened in the show The Good Place, where the what's that old man's character's name?
The demon?
No, the man from in The Good Place.
Oh, the one who was in the middle place, like who was on Earth.
Just the old man, the Good Place, the one with Kristen Bell's.
I know, but which old man? The
one that saw Ted.
Yeah, the demon only.
Demon.
He's
Okay.
the one. That's not good place essentially. That's a bad place.
Okay, the show's name is called The Good Place.
So the guy is demon only. I don't. Michael or something. His name is, I guess. Yeah.
I think the actor's name is Ted Danson.
I guess.
He says that living in the world that we are in right now, every day it becomes harder and harder to be a good person, which is what feels like what everyone's trying to trap Superman under, where it's like, why are you putting in so much bureaucratic red tape in between you and doing a good deed? Which again, I think overall in the world, it's like to take any kind of real world example, if you want to complain against somebody who you thought stole something or hurt somebody or hit somebody, it's going to be like, oh, you'll go to the police station, police will tell you to go to court, court will tell you to file a case, lawyer will cost money. It's so difficult to do that. So difficult to try to get justice. You're better off just forgetting about it. So you just have a bunch of people forgetting about wrongs that have been done to them because it's too difficult to be a good person.
And the ultimate ugly xenophobia Lex Luthor's character has, if you like, the engineer, the woman with nanites in her blood.
Oh, yeah.
There's a point where she's like, that's why I sacrificed my humanity. Are you understanding the level? This man is manipulating good people into thinking that thing doesn't look like it's going to harm anything.
But he's got everyone eating up his narrative,
Yeah.
which is that this person has come from outside. What do you really know about him? If he doesn't have a valid passport, you understand this is a bad person.
It is the ultimate xenophobia, right? It's the territorialism that they're trying to show. Like,
And the sort of blind faith that if there's someone from your own native country, even though they are completely self-absorbed, just because they're from your own native country, you're supposed to give them a
I have
pass.
one solution: Donald Trump. How did that help? He was born in your country. How is that helping your country? How is that helping my country? I sometimes
I think it's become far too common for us to be like, hey, just be in your limits. Okay, this is not America. There are rules here still.
Yeah.
like
like the past couple of months, we've been like, thank God we're in India. Like we've become
just wake up in the morning, start off with the preamble.
Yeah.
India is my country.
all Indians
Indians
are my brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay, but with that, I think that brings us to
The
the end
end.
of gushing over Superman. This is not unbiased. It's a great movie. I think it left us with like a very good feeling,
Yeah.
which is why we're talking about it this way.
Like, it's been 3 days that we watched the film and we are this passionate and happy about talking about this film because the after effects of this movie was really that great.
Yeah.
Just go and watch it in your nearest IMAXs.
And you know
I
what?
can't push more on the IMAX part.
The IMAX experience is unmatched on this one. And after that, before that, whatever, you should also see the press tour because
These
guys and the villain who's not here,
Yeah.
the villain, they have insane chemistry. They're all super hot people. And once again, smart people are hot people.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you know how the PR also ties up with the movie, right? The movie is like, it's not that hard. You just have to make a decent person's choice. And entire PR is like, it's not that hard. We're not going with narratives. We'll just be ourselves.
Oh, okay.
Like,
That they're playing upon that logic.
we talked about Materialist where PR almost brought a lot of people into this
Movie.
But how did that bring it? Materialist PR was a hoax. Materialist PR was like, hey, Flores
This PR really felt like when you've got the confidence that the movie is delivering,
Yeah.
you can come and say whatever
Yeah.
because you know the movie is good. It's that confidence.
And James Gunn is a person who can't hold anything in his stomach. After working for Marvel, now he's like, मैं सब कुछ बोलूँगा. I'll say anything to anybody. In this movie's press story announced like 5-7 titles which are going to come in the future.
Oh, I was not aware of that.
So I mean, and by the way, I'm going to end this on this note. Please watch Peacemaker. Because if you thought Krypto was funny, Eagly is going to take your heart. To quote Amanda Waller's daughter, I just saw an eagle hug a man. I am a changed human being now. Bye, guys.
That brings us to the end of this episode. You can't just say bye and run.
I mean, weren't we just talking about being real till now?
No, that's not how it works. Okay? Catch you in another episode.